While the whole world is celebrating the Michael Jackson biopic and dancing in theaters, his own daughter has been quietly fighting a war behind the scenes. And this week, she won a major battle. A Los Angeles judge just ruled that $625,000 in unauthorized bonus payments must be returned to the Michael Jackson estate immediately. The bonuses were paid to third-party law firms by the two men who have controlled every dollar of Michael Jackson's legacy since the day he passed, estate executors John Branca and John McClane. Paris Jackson challenged those payments. The court agreed with her, and her spokesperson didn't hold back. They called the estate a slush fund to help John Branca live out his Hollywood mogul fantasies. That's Michael Jackson's daughter, publicly accusing the men running her father's billion-dollar legacy of treating it like their personal bank account. And the $625,000 is just the beginning. Here's what happened in court. On May 13th, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Mitchell Beckloff signed a ruling that sustained Paris Jackson's objection to bonus payments made during the second half of 2018. The bonuses were authorized by Branca and McClane and paid to outside law firms working on estate business. Paris's legal team argued the payments lacked adequate explanation, were excessive, and were never properly approved. Her lawyers described them as wasteful, six-figure gift-giving to themselves and their colleagues, and accused the executors of running an operation where a group of closely knit, highly compensated lawyers is exploiting the executors' lack of oversight to skim money from the estate in plain view. Judge Beckloff agreed. He ruled the payments could not be justified as just and reasonable based on the information provided. He ordered the full $625,000 returned to the estate. He also ruled that Paris is entitled to recover her own legal fees for bringing the challenge, meaning the estate has to pay for the lawsuit that just exposed their own spending. But the ruling goes even further. The judge credited Paris as the catalyst behind a separate order that now requires the executors to file attorney fee petitions covering 6 full years, 2019 through 2024, by September 15, 2026. That means every dollar paid to every law firm over a 6-year period is about to be opened up for review. The judge also ordered the estate to withhold 30% of all future attorney fee payments until a court formally approves them. Before Paris started this fight, the executors were approving their own payments with no outside accountability. Now a judge is forcing them to justify every cent. That's a complete shift in power, and here's where it connects directly to the biopic. According to Deadline, the 2025 financial reports, which Paris has been demanding and the estate has been delaying, contain many of the payments related to the Michael movie and its costly reshoots. Those reshoots happened because Branca's legal team failed to catch a clause in a 1994 settlement that prohibited any depiction of the accuser in a film. The entire third act had to be rewritten. 22 days of additional filming were ordered. The budget reportedly jumped by tens of millions of dollars. Paris and her lawyers have repeatedly pointed to this as evidence of mismanagement, arguing that Branca's oversight failure cost the estate a fortune and that the reshoots could have been avoided entirely if proper due diligence had been done before production began. The estate says the 2025 financial report won't be ready until 2027. Paris wants it now. The judge hasn't ruled on that yet, but the fact that Paris has already won on the bonus payments gives her serious momentum heading into the next round. The estate's response has been aggressive. Attorney Jonathan Steinsapir told People that Paris has already received approximately $65 million in benefits from the estate and will inherit many hundreds of millions more. He accused her of running a false media campaign designed to distract from her own legal setbacks, including a lost anti-SLAPP motion in November 2025. In April 2026, Paris fired back, accusing Branca and McClane of using legal filings and media appearances to mock and belittle her. She accused them of sexist and scorched earth tactics against a beneficiary of the estate they're supposed to be protecting. Her spokesperson said it's time for Branca to acknowledge his many missteps and act in the best interest of the family he has a fiduciary duty to protect. This is the same Paris Jackson who read the first draft of the biopic script, gave the producers her notes, was ignored entirely, then called the finished film full of inaccuracies. The same Paris who skipped both premieres. The same Paris who publicly contradicted Coleman Domingo when he told the press she was supportive of the film. She has been consistent from the start. She doesn't trust the people running her father's estate, and she's willing to go to court to prove it. The biopic made $218 million in one weekend. Michael Jackson's streaming numbers are at an all-time high. His catalog is generating more revenue than it has in 17 years. And the men in charge of all that money just got ordered by a judge to return $625,000 they shouldn't have paid out because a 28-year-old woman refused to look the other way. Paris Jackson isn't fighting for attention. She's fighting for accountability. And this week, the court told her she was right. Subscribe, because the September 15th deadline is coming. And when those 6 years of records get opened up, the real story begins.